Show's called Loophole. It's about a loophole that I found that I think is bigger than anything else that I've discovered, and I thought, let me do a show about this. Yeah, it's big because like I'm the king of finding loopholes normally, but I thought this one's too good for a video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Virgin Radio. Everybody, please make a cheer because Max Fosh is here.
Yay! Thanks, Grimmy.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is nice to be here.
Really nice.
Yeah,
Thank you for coming in to see us.
Very swanky.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really nice up here.
A big old studio.
I mean, the view, it's a right thing going on. Terrible radio, this, but it does look nice in here. Does look nice. I always feel like it's like, oh, it's real. Yeah. Because there's like a window that looks like London on The Apprentice.
Yeah, absolutely. There are trains coming into the station full of Alan Sugar's new candidates.
Yeah, you're like, oh, it's London, the city, it's happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
How are you, Max?
I'm
How was your morning?
It's so exciting to be here. I saw you last time I met you. I've only met you once before.
Yes.
And that was 4.5 years ago when I parked my car outside of another radio station with my CV on the roof to try and get a job.
Yes.
And I accosted you for a selfie.
You did.
And you're like, oh, yeah, this is a great idea.
Yeah.
And so that was
a very mad idea.
Yeah. And now we're here.
And now look.
Look at us.
Now look, we like to meet every 4.5 years.
Yeah.
No more.
It's like the Olympics.
Less. Yeah, we're like we only meet on an Olympic summer.
Yeah.
So yeah, tell everyone about that because I was just walking to work one day and there was a car parked outside. Was it? Did it have a mask on? Was it pandemic?
Yeah, you had a mask on.
Yeah.
You were trying to be very incognito. You're
Yeah.
like,
no, because of a pandemic.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a Halloween mask.
Yeah.
I was travelling in with a full face mask.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember it being like pandemic-y.
Yeah.
So maybe like early 2020.
Yeah.
And your car was parked outside with the CV on the top.
Yes.
What was the aim? What was the idea?
Well, my friend's mum, Erin, was like, oh, if you want to get a job in radio, I saw this thing where someone bought a billboard that said hireme.com and anyway, it did really well. They got a job. So I thought, hold on, I've always wanted to get into radio. So got my little red car, printed my CV on the roof and parked outside the radio station and genuinely just waited. And then it kind of it kind of went quite viral on X, on Twitter. A few people got involved. And then that evening I got a call from the station manager who was like, hi. Do you want to show on Christmas Day for 1 hour? So It did actually work.
It totally worked.
Although I have been legally asked to say, do not do this anymore. That loophole has kind of been closed for anybody that wants to get.
Apart from at Radio 1,
Yes.
and they actively encourage you to turn up in your car.
Absolutely no
They
comment.
say anyone leaving school right now, just leave school and drive straight to Radio 1.
Yeah.
In your car.
In my car.
Straight onto the piazza with your CV on the roof.
Yeah, the security were like, what are you doing? And I was like, just, I'm trying to get a job. And they were very chilled about it. They were like, please, come on down.
Come on down.
Yeah.
Well, in the pandemic as well, there's not much going on
Not
around
much
there. We were
going
like, person with their CV on the roof, please roll up. Please.
We've got staff shortages.
Please come and help, please.
Yeah.
So did you always, because in the video where you did do that, the whole video explaining, the CV to Radio 1 and ended up getting a show there.
Yeah.
It starts really nice, that video, I remember, because you were saying you believe in like creating your own look.
Absolutely.
And I love that.
Yeah.
Is that something that you've always been encouraged to do when you were younger, when you were growing up? Was it like, if you can do something, you can do
and
it?
kind of the videos that I make on YouTube now are all about that. I wanted to be a competitor at the Mr. Universe bodybuilding competition. I found a loophole. I managed to compete, and you're looking at the most unique physique award winner 2023. So I've always been doing it. I also really wanted to get into the will of a billionaire. I was like, that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
And so I managed to get into the will of a billionaire for something really, really small. It was like a sock.
Oh, still good.
Still good.
Still good.
So I like just to collect different things that basically allow me to say, I've done that.
I've done that.
No, I have done that.
Yeah. And have you always had an inquisitive mind? Because there's that, these are amazingly entertaining, fun videos on your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But there's so much planning, there's so much expertise, there's a lot of thought process. Have you always been like that when you were younger?
Yeah, I guess so. I have always been kind of thinking, what can I do? And like, one of the videos I've done is becoming legally my parents' favourite child. And so this kind of just up, my sister was like, oh, I'm the favourite child. I was like, no, I am. And when we were having like a bowl of tagliatelle or whatever. And I remember just being like, right, I'm gonna legally become the favourite child.
How do you legally become the favourite?
just put a piece of paper in front of mum and dad and say that to sign something, and I said it's quote for YouTube, and they were like, "Yep, sure, we'll sign that," and it was a contract that said that I was the favourite.
Wow, and where is the contract now?
The contract is framed. I gave it to my sister for Christmas.
That is nice,
and so she cannot refute it. And then I then started selling merch of the same contracts. So loads of people on YouTube were like, "Can I grab your contract, please? I've got a sibling that I want to be better than."
Oh my god, really? I need that.
Yeah,
I definitely need that. I think I have that.
Have you got siblings?
I've got brother and sister, yeah. But I'm the baby.
Oh.
I'm the youngest
so
one.
The favourite.
So
you can get away with murder. You can get away with absolute murder.
I'm just the little baby one. I'm only a measly 39. I'm barely out of nappies. Max, talk to me how it all began, because you're incredibly successful, and these videos on YouTube do amazing numbers and amazing amounts of subscribers, and you're going to be on a tour that we need to talk about. But how did it begin? Because when I wanted to do the radio, my mum and dad, love them, they were like, maybe...
So we needed to caveat
there's a but. They were very like, well, is that a real job? Like, can you do that all the time? YouTuber, I imagine my dad's head would have exploded if I said I'm going to be a YouTuber. And how did it all begin? How did it go from like being fun to being something which means, you know, you're going on tours and you're on radio stations talking about it?
I started in radio, started in hospital radio. Shout out to hospital radio.
Yes.
Loved
a great inn.
A great inn. I did actually nearly get sacked for playing AC/DC Highway to Hell on hospital radio.
Is that a no-go?
That's a no-go.
No.
Considering who's listening to the station.
Yeah.
So I went to hospital radio and I was like, this is fun. Let's see if I can get into radio. Didn't quite work. So then I started just doing lots of mad stuff, and I was quite naughty. I did start sneaking into places and filming it.
Oh, yeah.
So I snuck into London Fashion Week, pretending to be a model.
Yes.
I wore like Primark maternity wear.
Yes.
And like plastic packaging all over me.
Love.
Got invited in, got to show, second row. Oh my God, love your outfit. So I made that.
So really, the more ludicrous the outfit, the bigger the welcome.
Oh, absolutely. I was getting stylists being like, I love this. Where's it from? And I was like, the Amazon parcel.
Yeah,
so I did that with my mate Zach, and then I also did I snuck into the International Security Convention, pretending to be a man called Rob Banks. So I did kind of like things like this, and then it started to grow very, very slowly. And I'd just finished university. I was working in a pub, and I thought, hold on, there is something here, because it was just like incrementally, slowly working. And then after about 6 months, I had a video that kind of went really, really big, which allowed me to do it full time. And that's when kind of around the time that I met you. And since then, it's just been like, right, what mad idea can we do? And let's go for it. So it's been like a slow process over 4 years.
I imagine it's such a freeing existence, but also quite terrifying one.
Yeah, you find yourself getting really worked up about things when you pull back. Is just absolutely mental.
Yeah.
Like we cooked a ready meal from Iceland in a volcano in Iceland.
Yeah,
I remember thinking, how are we going to transfer the korma? God, and like, I was getting really, really worked up about the logistics of how we were going to film this incredibly stupid video.
I imagine small talk with you is really good, because you know when you get home from like work or you've got a family gathering and someone's like, how's work? And they're like, yeah, it's fine. Janet in the office got promoted. We wouldn't have that if you're related to Max,
there's like, what have you been up to? And it almost
been in
sounds
a volcano.
Yeah. Cooked a korma in a volcano.
You? That's what I mean.
Yeah, how's HR?
Hey, tell us about what happened in America with the bear.
The bear. This isn't out yet, so oh my gosh,
are we allowed to talk about
we're
this?
allowed to talk about it. God.
Okay.
So on Sunday, I'm releasing a video in which I had a hot dog eating competition between myself.
Yes.
And on my team was the third best competitive eater in the world, and we were eating against a grizzly bear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Real life
grizzly bear.
Grizzly bear.
Lovely. Tank the Bear, great guy, model professional, was in Dr. Dolittle 2.
Oh.
Yeah. And we saw, I was generally interested as to who could eat more, professional eater and me or a grizzly bear.
Okay, wow. Don't give us the results right now.
Absolutely
that is the video
not.
I will be watching
in my hippocampus.
on Sunday. Wait, how big was Tank? Are we... Like, give it car size.
Car size, he's looking like...
Nissan Micra?
No. I would say probably a Nissan Qashqai.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So like bigger than a Ford
A
Focus.
Nissan Qashqai with the boot up.
Oh!
Like that kind of surface area.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, he's a big guy.
Yeah, big.
hungry guy.
I tell you what.
I mean, a grizzly bear famously really wants to rip your face off.
Yeah, he was chiller.
He
was absolutely chiller. They had, actually, I'm not going to say it. You can watch,
Okay,
you can
well,
watch the video on Sunday. Watch the video on Sunday.
Watch the video on
But
Sunday.
No, he was a lovely man.
I don't want to give too much away
Model
because
professional.
I want to watch the video of you versus a grizzly bear in an eating competition.
Yeah.
But what did you eat?
We had hot dogs.
Hot
Without
dogs.
the buns.
Oh yeah, bears. Do bears do carbs?
No, bears
Not
don't
really.
do carbs.
No.
So
That's why they look so good.
yeah, absolutely. They were like, oh, when I messaged the woman who looks after Tank the bear, she rescued him from a zoo. She's lovely. She's called Lynn. I was like, we'd love to have a hot dog eating competition. She's like, we have to do it without the buns if that's okay.
If that's okay.
Because
He
luckily,
works in cinema.
He works in cinema, and the camera adds £10. But she was like, cooked sausages are his favourite thing, so this will be really easy. Ooh. So yeah, no buns, just the glizzy.
Yes.
And it was me, Tank, and a man called Nick in a field in Utah, America.
That's absolutely mad.
Eating as many hot dogs as we could.
Truly mad.
Yeah, it is bonkers. I'll show you a picture and you'll be like, that looks CGI.
Yeah. So when you've done something like that, are you like, the next video?
Yeah,
like,
it is.
Well, what can we do now that's better than me eating sausages with a grizzly bear?
I'm always chastising my previous self, being like, "Why did you go so big?
Too big, too soon.
It's too big.
The bear, the sausages."
I think there might be a warrants for kind of like completely packing it all in. Be like, right, I'm done.
done.
It's too big now.
It's all been completed.
It's all been completed.
It's all been done. Make sure you watch this on Max's YouTube channel.
Yeah, please.
And what's the official? I mean, I just type in Max Fosh YouTube.
Yeah, just that posh guy normally does it as well.
Yeah. You can type that into YouTube.
Yeah.
That's going to be released on Sunday.
Yes.
And then we need to talk about the tour.
Oh yeah, Loophole.
When is the Loophole World Tour happening?
So World Tour starts on the 19th of September. I'm going up to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival as well.
Oh, amazing.
Yes, get my theatre on, darling. And I am going to about 12 different countries, going to the UK. Show's called Loophole. It's about a loophole that I found that I think is bigger than anything else that I've discovered, and I thought, let me do a show about this. Yeah, it's big because I'm the king of finding loopholes normally, but I thought this one's too good for a video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a live thing we must experience live.
Absolutely. Of course.
Any bears?
No bears.
Okay.
His rider was too many hot dogs.
Yeah.
Too many hot dogs.
It must be a nightmare trying to get a bear on a plane on a tour.
Getting a bear in the Bath Forum.
Yeah, absolute nightmare.
It's on my rider.
There's a video.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a video. Max, thank you for joining us this morning.
Cheers,
make
Grimmy.
sure you check out Max's latest video coming out this Sunday. Go watch the YouTube channel right now.
Yeah.
I know loads of people today finishing school. Loads of people being like, what am I going to do with these kids for 6 weeks?
Yeah.
Watch Max Fosh's videos on YouTube.
Yeah,
and get
absolutely.
tickets to the World Tour.
Please do.
Get those tickets. Max, thank you so much.
Thanks, Grimmy.